What's up, Paracrews? I'm Paradomics, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So, we'll just continue straight to the story. There's nothing really new that happened here. Alright, so we got 3 more to go. Actually, 4 more to go, because there's another one is going to unlock when we're done with all these 3. And let's see how fast we can beat them. So I figured out that the reason why some of these videos are very long is mostly because in between sections, I always talk about like what they're talking about. You know, I get all philosophical. I drop some wisdom upon these girls, or like I read between the lines and I dissect like how they're feeling. I'm kind of like a oh my god, whoa, what the fuck? Oh, whoa. Okay, because sometimes I take my time with this game and I like talk to this in my own pace. And let me get some music in here. I like to have Monica's my song here. No, actually, it's such a nice music piece. But anyways, yeah, let's go balance. Again, the reason I like to play this game in my own pace, and yeah, Natsuki. Well, Natsuki's mess. You know, I wonder how this is gonna end. You know, because all these characters already met each other, and they're now in a group. So I wonder what we're gonna see here. So this is gonna be Natsuki and Sayori. So pretty much they're, I don't know, because in the last, out of all the side quests so far, it's always been, oh, it goes happy, and then near the end it gets like somewhat dark or depressing. And I don't know with this. Natsuki actually didn't have anything dark or depressing. It's mostly because like it's like respect basically. So there's nothing really dark about Natsuki's route. But I wonder if it's gonna be dark here. While Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga in the closet shelf, Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. English para. What? Hi. The literature club has been in a full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Why is Monika last? Monika should be the first one to be mentioned, right? You think it'd be Monika, Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki, right? Even if this was in alphabetical order, that wouldn't make sense. I don't know, maybe in Japanese that'd be in correct order. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first and shared her passion for manga, and Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing it to herself. Monika, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus her day on short stories. Finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy, with a little help and encouragement from Sayori. Aw, Sayori's such a sweetheart. Oh, by the way, my fan's on, so I hope you don't hear any engines or like wind blades or something. Alright. After the week was spent on their presentation, Monika decided to give the club members this week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori has been spending most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books. Is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery. I like all of those. Sayori reaches out and pulls out a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover. Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes? You wouldn't like that one. Oh, Natsuki. What? Is that hentai? You fucking have hentai? You're keeping hentai in the closet? Natsuki. It's okay. We all read hentai at one point. In panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand and replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. Yeah, now I see why the school does not allow manga in the fucking classroom. Okay, well, if you have no preference, then let's start with something easy to get into. A lot of these don't start to get really good until a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're already into manga. Make sense? It's best to not actually ask a person to, you know, power through a couple of bad episodes just because like later on it gets better. you know? It's like, here's the thing, if it does badly at first, and the person does not like it at the beginning, you can't just say, oh, it gets better halfway, you just keep reading. Because if they don't like it at first, then the fucking manga artist failed to capture the audience, you know? That's not already their fault for not liking the story. It's basically the storyteller's fault for not making it interesting enough for those specific people. And you know, it's also maybe kind of not of the... I mean, the storyteller wants to make it for specific people, obviously. But sometimes there are people who want everyone to enjoy. So and that's a very hard thing to do, like making things that everyone will enjoy. Because sometimes not everyone will enjoy what you like, only a certain amount of people will. You know, that's just what I think anyways. I can handle it. I did it with Yuri's book at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books. No, I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends and I can do anything if it's for them. Well, okay then. Let's pick something that even donuts can read. I didn't say I was a donut, I just said I had an attention span of 1. Aw, were you just trying to call me sweet? You're so cute. No, how do you get to that conclusion? And don't call me that. A donut? Cute. Aw, how come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Well, sucks to suck. You're cute as hell. Natsuki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors. If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People need to realize that. No. I'm sorry. I didn't really mean to hurt you. You're making a big deal of something. Like, seriously. Natsuki. Now here again, Natsuki's on the wrong for this one. It's like, yeah, there are some things people don't like to... I really hate this fucking hair of mine. There are some things that people don't like to hear, you know? And if they don't give, like, a concrete reason, like, just say, I just don't like hearing it, okay? Then... And they'll say, oh, okay, that makes sense. You don't have to be such an ass about it, saying, I don't need to have a reason to not like it, I just don't like it. It's just like, calm down. Now, if she explained the reason why she doesn't like being called cute, then I guess that would be more acceptable. For here, she just says she doesn't like it. So, like, so what? Fuck off. I can call you cute when I want to. Unless it's like it hurts them personally, then it's like, okay, then I'll stop calling you cute. Because again, if your reason is you don't like it, then I'm just gonna... That's not your choice, that's my opinion of you. You can't change my opinion just because you don't like it. Nah, it wasn't you. Yeah, see? She realized it's even her fault. It's not even Sayori's fault for calling her cute. Because, again, Natsuki didn't really give a good reason why she shouldn't be called cute. You know, that's just how people see her. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. Natsuki averted her gaze and mumbles. You're like, well, like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson. No, not really a lesson learned here. Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start it whenever you feel like it. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy, but there's romance too, obviously. Sayori looked at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. I guess. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guy, and then you find out, like... Well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess that who you're going to ship yourself with. It would be so funny if I'm right. Ship? I don't get it. Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Yeah, Natsuki, she's not a weeb. As much as she... I don't know. I thought Sayori would be like an anime girl, you know? Or a weeb, basically. Fuck this. I'm so pissed at this one hair, this one piece of hair that's just like standing up for no absolute reason. It doesn't even have a purpose. Just stay the fuck down, hair. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh, yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, but we could do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I won't make you or anything. No, it's just... Well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. After the club meeting ends and Natsuki and Yuri leaves, Monika strikes up a conversation with Sayori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so cute. I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her or if I can't say it at all. Say what? Nothing. I'm a woman of respect. But Natsuki's a woman of cute. Oh, I said it. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But you know, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. Oh, that's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean, just little signs, like how she says hi to me after I say hi to her first. Feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. Well, maybe because she's not particularly like popular with people, you know? Or that she doesn't want like to have a conversation about her because maybe she doesn't want to get personal. I mean, that's the thing that I kind of see what Sayori's seeing. Natsuki doesn't really like to get personal with friends. She only wants to share like interests or hobbies or something like that, you know? Just like how she said she doesn't want to, like, when it comes to poetry, you notice Natsuki is like, oh, okay. And Sayori's like, oh, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And Natsuki's like, oh, it's fine, I'll do it, don't worry. You know, that's just how Sayori feels. She just feels like Natsuki only wants to talk about manga. Kind of like Yuri, how she only wants to talk about fantasy. But then she's breaking out of her shell. And actually, the reason why she wants to talk about fantasy is because she doesn't really like to socialize with other people, mostly because she's pessimistic. But now she's gotten over that. For here, Natsuki just want to talk about, doesn't want to get personal and all that nonsense. She was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, see? Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know? Maybe. My stupid head's just making me worry for no reason. It likes to do that. It's okay. Try not to worry too much. Everything will be great. You can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. Sayori gives Monika a quick hug. Gee, I like this Monika. I don't like the self-aware Monika. Self-aware Monika was kind of a jerk. Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and I want to get closer to her. Ooh. Sayori loves Natsuki. Sayorski. Is that it? Satsuki? I don't know. You got this. After the next club meeting starts, Sayori is the last one, and as usual. Trotting around in the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki. Hello there! Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori. You can't start in the middle. There are spoilers! Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out. It just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll read it with you then. Well, she just said spoilers! Sayori. Can I sit next to you, though? Sure. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Sayori reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of a paper being released from beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only the light tapping noise of her pen meeting the paper can be heard. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles and margins lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. Did you finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretched her arm. Aren't you bored? No, I was writing. Oh, I saw that stick figures and thought you were just bored. I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspirations. I made friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up. she can't look at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, and the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. What the heck? Oh. You're the weirdo. Want to read the poem I'm working on? Sure, I guess. Sayori slides the paper to Natsuki. Natsuki reads the poem. She furrows her eyebrow. She slides the paper back to Sayori. Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are, like, really emotional. See? I know it. See, the thing with Natsuki is that she doesn't really like to express her emotions that much. I don't know. She's like... She's the type of person who doesn't like to get personally close with them. You know? Like, she doesn't want to express what... recording will be stopped. What the fuck? Who's answered? No! I'm not calling. No, somebody's trying to call me on my phone when I'm recording a video. Fuck that. No. It's probably just smart telling me that my time is up and I need to surrender. No, not giving you my money. And the princess is mine! I mean, all your poems are like really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no, it's just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other if they find a way of expressing their feelings. And let's see what Natsuki will say. Well, yeah, that's what I expect. Natsuki begins to protest but can't find a good reason to putting her thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on the kinds of friends you have? I don't know. To each their own, but I've never met anyone I feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so... You write poems? You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, that too, but you should... I mean, would you ever want to share it? Like I said, I don't do that. But can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. It's fine. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me since I didn't get very far. Sure. You gotta open yourself, Natsuki. Come on. Over the next 3 days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. It's Natsuki! Natsuki! Hi, Natsuki! At the end of the club meeting, Monika, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an inchoate conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you. Yeah. I'm sure you're enjoying the chance to share it too, right? Yeah, mostly. Natsuki glances over her shoulder, but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs. Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as though she wants to say more. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their backs. Yes. Just hate when people talk about me behind my back. So I better than to do it to others. What? So I'm better. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it to others. Monika shares a bright smile. You're really considerate. Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it. You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting. I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being like all over me after we met. Or we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become friends with them. Like share everything and share everything about myself. That's not how it works. Or that's not how it works for you. I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. Why would you have? I know, I just feel bad about it. I know, Sayori, so I should have realized. Monika navigates through her tinge of guilt, which has surfaced mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monika can't help but feel a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I could. I don't know. I could, divert her into another club activity for you or something. No way! That would be so underhanded and mean. I'm sorry, I didn't think that one through. Besides, just because I complain about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True, I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I would talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural. Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. Ugh, it feels so dumb. Talking to someone about how to be friends with them? It's just weird and not cool. Monica shrugs. It's the literature club? Then she mumbles through a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club. Hey! Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know you're kind of in a tough spot, but it's hard for you to really express, and that it's hard for you to really express yourself. But you really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think the most important part of being able to navigate through these things... Oh, shit. I thought there was more to it than that. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well, Asuka instinctively starts to reject the compliment when she can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Natsuki gathers her things, then finishes her thought in a mumble. I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Monica smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monica knew what she meant. It made Monica feel like everything was going to be okay. Oh, that was the end of that? Wow. That was pretty short. And I was kind of talking a lot, too. So, well, what's the new song? It says I got a new music. Where is it? It's not this one. I wish they highlight what the new music I played was. Whatever. I got a new side story. So anyways, we're going to continue that in the next video. So, I think I know why it's called balance, because Natsuki wants to be friends with Sayori, but Sayori is being too friendly with her, and Natsuki's not used to that. Sometimes Natsuki just wants, just hang out and just calm down, just chill. Because Sayori really wants to be best friends with her, and and Natsuki just wants to take it slow. Say, okay, let's just calm down. Let's not do anything too great, okay? So yeah, I mean that's how I feel, anyways, about the whole situation. But I'm glad Natsuki's gonna try and work it out. I can't wait to see what Natsuki will do. Anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, thumbs the like button to death. Become a packer today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.